I'm here to talk about Weapons. So Weapons is a horror thriller film directed by Zach Cregger. The premise is that at 2 a.m. in the morning, all of these kids in one class, they just came out of their house and run into nowhere. And they disappear for a while. But then when they return, they are completely different person. So if you don't know, Zach Cregger is the same guy who brought you Barbarian. Yes, another special horror film that I really liked. And so, when I found out that Zach Cregger was making another horror film, I was kind of intrigued, because especially with a premise like that. Because when you think about it, there haven't been a horror film that revolves around these missing kids, and when they return, they are different. Sounds simple, right? But it keeps you intrigued. Now, the film is divided into seven point of views. The first point of view is from Justin, the teacher of the particular class where every children is missing. And the second point of view is from Arthur, the parent played by Josh Brolin, one of the dad of one of the missing kids. You can say that the most important plot points, the most important POVs are around these two characters. Well, yes, but there are 5 other POVs, and each of these POVs adds complexity to the story and complexity to the intrigue. So, these 7 POVs explore what different characters do in the same day, leading up to the aftermath of the missing kid. These 7 POVs collide. It points the mystery into one particular house, the house of the only child who is not missing. Now his name, who was his name? I kind of forgot, but there is one kid that is not missing, and in his house they lie many secrets. When you hear about it, it sounds like a slow burn, and yeah, it is. It is a slow burn because you need to explain what are these 7 characters doing in the same particular day after the kids went missing. It is a slow burn, but the movie is slow because the movie is trying to show you a lot of things, a lot of plot points, a lot of eerie little things, eerie little details, and it keeps you intrigued for close to 2 hours, or maybe 2 hours and 5 minutes. It keeps you intrigued. It keeps you tension filled throughout that runtime. It's not an easy thing to do because audience can get bored really quick, but thankfully Weapons really subvert audience's anticipation, because when the plot keeps going and going and going, and it eventually leads into the big climax, the big reveal, and when this big thing is revealed, which is revealed to be a witchcraft, I did not expect that at all, because I couldn't see how these missing kids lead into the witchcraft plot point. I just couldn't see that coming, and it just shocks you to the core. Now, when talking about the 7 different perspectives, the 2 main characters, Justine and Arthur, are the 2 main characters. But there is one character that stands out. His name is James, played by Austin Abrams. He is a small-time burglar, but through his point of view, what he does in one day, he really creates a lot of genuinely funny moments, because the movie is mostly serious, and his character particularly balanced out with a lot of jokes, but all the jokes that he talks about is really hit, his jokes doesn't come across as cringy or out of place. No, because Zach Cregger knows how to balance terror, suspense, and adding in some subtle comedy in between. So it all leads into that one particular house, right? And the climax happens there. The climax is bonkers because, well, you can consider this spoilery, but the kids are all there in the basement of the house and they're hypnotized. And apart from the kids being hypnotized by the witch, there are these 5 other characters that which we have seen the POV from their eyes. They are also being hypnotized, right? So the climax is basically all of these 7 characters going at it at each other, and it really results into a thrilling, bloody climax. Now, there is one character, the witch character. You know, she is terrifying as fuck. And the way that Zach Cregger uses this witch character is not in the ways that you would expect, alright? She's a witch and she can do a lot of voodoo things. No. The way I can describe this character is that she is enigmatic, terrifying, and very brutal, but also she does it in a sort of a believable way because you can see what her effects are on people. The way I describe her character is like the modern types of witches, you know? And I really liked it because, as I said before, I really did not think that this film would lead into a witchcraft plot point because I just could not see it. But when I see it, I feel surprised. I feel like I was being tricked, you know? That is called subversion, and that is very, very important. And this film does subvert your expectations in the best ways possible. So, I will give Weapons an 8 out of 10. Reminder, this is a slow burn movie, but it keeps you intrigued. And also, it does have a couple of really chilling, creepy moments. For instance, there is one moment when there's a woman walking slowly, coming out of the house, grabbing a scissor, you know, and it's approaching to your character, to a particular POV, and she's walking slowly, and then gradually faster, and the way she walks is creepy as fuck. And you, as an audience, you get that creeps coming after you. Well, I got it because I was terrified. Not because, oh, this is a jump scare or anything like that. No, because I've never seen anything like that before. Now, there's one little thing that I need to mention here. Zach Cregger is doing a Resident Evil movie after this. And seeing what he did in Weapons, I need to say this. I think he is the right director to direct a Resident Evil movie. And by God, please, this time, make a really good Resident Evil movie that respects the material and also tries to do something new. So, I have faith in you, Zach Cregger, to bring me the best Resident Evil movie you can. And if you have seen Weapons, tell me everything. What are the thrilling moments? Do you find the movie boring or same as I did? I feel like this movie is paced very well, and the most impressive thing is it maintains your thrills, it maintains your suspense throughout the entirety of the runtime, and it is a very hard thing to do. So tell me everything, drop it in the comment section down below, and see you on the next video.